Hi guys, I hope you're all well. Happy Wednesday. I don't know if your weeks are going as quick as mine, but I feel like they're absolutely flying by at the moment. So here we are, another art thing to help your weeks go even quicker. Sticking with the theme of stuff that we have in the house and like easy to use, today we're going on a bit of a foil frenzy. So the main element of our materials today is going to be kitchen foil. I really like the texture that you can get out of kitchen foil, so that's what started me off, and it actually reminded me of something that I did ages ago. I copied something from Art Attack, I know, so long ago, but also absolute epic program. Art Attack that I copied. So I'm actually going to show you the basis of that today. It's fairly simple, but after you've learned how to do it, you can pretty much do whatever you like, and it's a really nice way of recording. So, without further ado, we are going to need today cardboard. One of the main things is we're going to need a lot of cardboard. This is quite small at the moment, but I did have a big sheet. So cardboard one. We would like our pencil, not a rubber today actually, you probably don't really need a rubber, but pencil, glue stick, obviously kitchen foil, paint of your choice. I've got acrylic paint, but I'm sure you might have some poster paint at home, and some tissue, and either scissors or a scalpel. I've got a scalpel, but it'll be just fine with some scissors. So we are going to get started. I'm going to actually take 2 squares and make a border for my base. Now it's 2 squares because I want you to do everything twice, so it's a little bit more raised up. Today we're looking at kind of relief, so things that kind of come off the page, like you build it upwards, texture, and the aspect of taking things away. So I'm just going to make myself a little border around here. See, I'm not being too precious about it, but I'm trying to be as neat as I can. So I have my border number 1. I'm going to put that onto my other square and cut out the exact same thing. If you need to cut out just singular strips like this and then stick it on top, that's absolutely fine. If you've only got scissors, it might be a bit of an easier way, but I'm using my scalpel, so it's fairly simple. So I've got my border here. Now I'm just going to do my initial for this. So I'm going to grab my pencil, draw out the initial that I want, and I'm going to go for C for Charlie. This is a bit of a running theme in our household. If you want to do some sort of fancy font and stuff, absolutely go for it, but I'm just going to do it very quickly to show you. Cool. Now, like I said, we're doing everything twice, so I'm going to draw around this and then cut it out just like I did just then. Right, I've got everything here, and now I'm going to stick it down on this main plate of mine. So this is my main tile. I want my borders to go a bit like this, and then I'm going to put these exactly, each bit goes exactly on top of each other, and I'm going to stick this in the middle. Like I said, you could do whatever you want. Maybe you want to do it a bit bigger, maybe there's a scene that you want to draw from outside, maybe you want to do a kind of plant, whatever you fancy, you could actually make into a foil relief. Okay, from this point I want to put glue all over the top of it. The aim is now to put a piece of foil on top and get it into all the edges. So you could glue the foil if you wanted to, but I'm going to glue this because I found that sometimes your foil breaks a little bit. If you have PVA glue, feel free to use that because it might be actually a bit easier than Pritt Stick for this. But this is what I've got, so I'm going with the flow. I've just ripped my foil, which is definitely big enough for my C. Make sure you're not doing it too small because that will be a bit annoying. Now it's good to have it a little bit crumpled already. So I'm just going to make it a tiny bit like bent and crumpled so it's got a bit of give. I'm going to put it on top and just use my fingers to really push that foil into all the gaps. Now I'm starting in the middle, because I have done it before. I've started on the edge and then it rips in the middle because it's all stuck down very well and no give. And try very hard not to rip it. You can kind of see it coming out already. Okay, once you're happy with how it's all pushed down and you've really got in there without using your nails, we can rip off sides of it, leaving you a little gap because we just want to fold it around to the back to make sure that it's nice and secure and that you don't see any foil edges. So you can see my C. So it's relief, so you're kind of building on top. You're using pieces of cardboard to build something up and up and up. If you wanted to have this different layers and do something much more complicated, absolutely go for it. This is just to show you what we're getting at right now. Right, the next thing I'm going to need is my paint. Now I'm going to use black so it's easier for you guys to see, but you can use anything you like. Think about what you're doing, think about what you're recording, what kind of colour fits with that. So I've got my black paint. I'm going to do a couple of dollops straight on there because I don't want it washing up. We want to do a really nice covering over this. So in all the little cracks. Sorry, my paintbrush is really long. I literally just hit myself in the face and then hit the laptop with it. Cool, I have my initial. I've literally covered it all in black as best as I can. You can't see any foil bits through there. Really. Tad, but you can't see it on the camera, I don't think. Once you put your paint on, I'm actually just going to wait for a minute or two, just so it sits a little bit and dries a tad before I get some tissue. So here I have just normal toilet roll, maybe use kitchen roll. You could also use another piece of paper or newspaper. But the aim is that we're going to try and rub off some of the paint on the raised areas. So then you're going to come out with this really nice kind of texture of the crumpled foil with the background still nice and dark. Cool, and that is literally the end of it. There is my C. You can't see it too well. I've rubbed out a bit of the background because I wanted it to look a little bit more metal-like. So pretty grunge. We've got black. So that's the concept. I did one earlier as well. I did a green one, and this was based on flour. So you can see that rather than just doing like one, I kind of built it up and up and up. And just the same thing where you put paint on it and rub it away. You get some really nice cool textures. So yeah, could you do a scene outside your window? Could you do some sort of flowers? Could you just want to do some decorations of your initials? The second thing we're going to do with foil is something that you probably should do anytime you get foil out, and it's looking at the artist Alberto Giacometti. And if you look at his work, they're very, very distinctive because he's got these figures with very long limbs. So I'm going to show you a picture now. And here is one that I made earlier. You can do them in whatever kind of stance or poses that you like, but it's very simple man. As you can see, the legs and arms are really skinny and long. But yeah, the aim is to make it out of one sheet of foil. So how I make mine is ideally I put 6 tears in it to capture each limb. So everything is joined at the centre. At the top I have his head. This is going to be an arm, leg, torso and another arm. And pretty much just go for it. Okay, I have a body shape. Now, we know that he's very long and thin, so just crumple accordingly. With this foil you get the really nice texture. Generally he used kind of bronze or terracotta and built it up by putting bit by bit by bit on of the clay, but this you get the same kind of ragged texture. And I'm literally just going to keep pinching until I'm happy. His work is very simple, but it's very, very therapeutic to look at. So I'm probably going to be pinching and squidging and pushing this for a while now. And just a thought, I'm probably now going to cover it in paint and wipe it off again, so we get a bit of a duller colour and hopefully bring out all the textures of the foil. So like I said, very simple things. It's more of a concept, more of an idea of techniques for you guys to try and do with it what you will. So yeah, have a lovely day. I hope some of you come out with some nice tiles. So tile, foil man. Speak to you soon. Bye.